Hello, dear viewers. Welcome to your reading. I appreciate you joining me here for this reading. And today we're doing sacred plants. So please choose the sacred plant that really does draw you. And we'll begin. All right. Well, let's start with turmeric. For those of you who chose turmeric. And turmeric is all about good luck. It's all about your spiritual connection to the earth, fertility and prosperity and abundance. That's turmeric. All right. So may you have prosperity and abundance, pile number one. All right, let's begin with the Van Gogh deck. We have the Chariot and the Knight of Wands. Okay. With the Kuromi deck, because why not? We have the Six of Cups and the Seven of Cups. All right. A little levity. Okay. And with the Knight Waite, we have the Eight of Swords and we have the Queen of Swords. Okay, very interesting. And we will clarify with the Rider-Waite. Okay, so it looks like the Chariot is your major arcana in this reading. In other words, something must be taking off for you very quickly, or it certainly feels that way. Knight of Wands, there might be, for some of you, you're kind of midway through a goal, but yet this Chariot comes and it just kind of carries you away. So not to say the goal is stopped, it's just there might be a kind of I need to deal with this first. And then, okay, and then we have the Six of Cups and the Eight of Cups, or the Seven of Cups. So the Six of Cups is about nostalgia. It's about lovely relationships, sweet relationships. It's about abundance. It's about sharing. Sometimes it's about, yes, looking back. So let's see. And then we have the Eight of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So definitely something with the Seven of Cups is a little bit of confusion. So, okay. But the Queen of Swords means you are an intelligent person, usually figures things out, and isn't afraid to deal with reality and say what you mean. But the Eight of Swords has you feeling kind of bound up here. And the Chariot, I feel like this Chariot has you feeling a little like almost distracted, like, whoo, something's taking off over here really quickly. And here I am just going about my business. I'm working on a goal, a purpose. Okay. So Page of Swords. All right. Okay. Let me see. What else here? Five of Wands. Okay. It could involve some conflict around you. This Five of Wands. So the Chariot and the Page of Swords a lot of times is, people speaking off the top of their heads. So it could be a lot of noise. It really could. It could be like a lot of noise and arguing, or noise and debate. Conflict that is not done in the most mature of ways. It's like that. It could be going along. It could be in some situation around you or some situation that touches your life. But it does, I feel like, involve other people more than yourself. Because you were here just with the Knight of Wands. I have something I'm doing right now, and I would like to finish it. And that can be on a smaller scale, or that can be a major goal. So there's this distracting force. Okay. And the Six of Cups. In the meantime, there's some peace around you too. There's some peace in your heart. There's some peace in your home. And we have the Magician. Okay. And the Seven of Cups is a little bit of, I can't see what's coming, a little confusion, but King of Cups. But your intuition is certainly equal to the task of letting you take the next step that is meaningful for you and guiding you in that. I feel like you have a lot of wisdom here, but there are some verbalizations by some folks over here that do affect you that aren't so very wise. All right, the Magician clarifies the Six of Cups. Now so manifesting peace, manifesting lovely relationships, manifesting, if you have children, children who are having a good life, right? Manifesting abundance, perhaps, with that Six of Cups. So you have this force of manifestation here too in your second major arcana for the reading, the Magician. It's a force of manifestation. That's very strong with you too. So, and that, remember the Six of Cups I felt like was really about your life. Like that's what's going on in your life. So the Magician, I feel like you were thinking you were manifesting, and then this thing comes along, but you know what? The power is still there. And also the maturity of intellect and intuition and, emotional intelligence is there, which serves you well. So let us see now. We have the Seven of Cups, right? So the Seven of Cups, the worst thing about the Seven of Cups is that unknown cup with the sheet over it. Some of the cups have jewels, that's riches. Some of the cups have beauty. Some have romance. Some have security, like the Fortress is in one cup. And you don't know what's coming in though, but you're always encouraged with the Seven of Cups to believe the best. Let's see how this little Kuromi cup is. Yes, victory, riches, home, beauty, romance. There is a snake in one cup always, but then that's wisdom or that's a threat. We don't know. But you're always encouraged with the Seven of Cups to expect the best. It's sort of like if you look into your future and it all looks like there's some uncertainty and you don't know how it'll go, you're always encouraged to expect the best, and especially with the manifestation card, okay? And we have the Eight of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Let's clarify that one. 10 of Wands. It's like you wanted to move forward in your plan. And I don't know if your plan has to do with ultimately moving or improving your home or improving your home life. But you wanted to move forward in your plan. Now you feel like you can't. And that's similar to the Knight of Wands, pulling the horse back temporarily, right? And maybe that's too strong. Maybe it's not that now you feel like you can't. Maybe it's now you wonder if you should. Maybe that's it. Okay, so let me clarify that one again. We have the Sun though. Assume you will be enjoying your life. This is what I get. Assuming favor smiles upon you. Absolutely. And obviously your sword is good. We have Queen of Swords. Your plan is good, I mean. And Eight of Swords. Yeah, and of course, those are our thoughts. You know what I see? I see that, in fact, there is a lot of good in your life and some sweet sources of emotional fulfillment with that Six of Cups. And the power to manifest. So I think what I'm seeing here is please don't get concerned. If a Chariot, whether this is around you or whether this has to do with your own life, like something suddenly taking off, there's usually a reason for that when it's the Chariot. Usually it brings us to a better place. Because there's a real supernatural element there, just being carried through the skies. It can be sudden, though. And that's what bothers us, right? We don't like sudden a lot of times, unless it's a being free. Maybe you'd like to suddenly feel free from whatever it is that has you feeling like, I'm kind of trapped in this. But I see that you can keep moving ahead with your plan with this Knight of Wands and moving forward out of this. You certainly can, and it is a good plan. You certainly can. And there will be favor and there will be sunshine. That's what I'm seeing. All right. Well, I hope that is helpful, pile number 2. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. Hello, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. So now you chose the ginseng. And ginseng is sacred in the Far East traditions, embodying mind, body, and spirit, strength and vitality, longevity, and good health. Sometimes sexual prowess as well. So I hope that is meaningful to you today. All right. And with the Monet, it's Van Gogh, the Van Gogh inspired deck. We have the 8 of Cups and the 8 of Swords. Oh, 2 8s. Interesting there. Some really stable energy. In the Kuromi deck, because why not? We have the Page of Wands and the 3 of Wands. That's interesting. Okay. And in the Night Waite deck, we have the Hermit. Oh, what an interesting Hermit. And with butterfly wings, like transformation. Very interesting. And the Knight of Coins. Okay. And so far, we do not have a major arcana in your reading, which sometimes means that things are pretty, you know what I mean? There isn't anything huge afoot. Let's see, though. 8 of Swords and 8 of Cups. Now, that is about 8 of Cups, of course, is where, one seeks clarity about what is emotionally going on, what may be missing, what is needed. And one seeks clarity from oneself and the moon, from your own intuition. And the 8 of Swords, of course, is that card where you're feeling trapped by something, or you're feeling like you can't move forward anyway. And, in all of the decks, the woman is not really tied up, but, because the bonds are loose, the wraps are loose, and the blindfold can be pulled off and she can just walk forward through the swords. There is no barrier, but might feel like there is. Okay. Page of Wands is just picking up the next opportunity or interest or thing that is life-giving. And 3 of Wands is waiting for your ship to come in because you've already invested some effort. And the Hermit, oh gosh, did I just say you didn't have a major arcana? It's the Hermit. That's your major arcana. Okay. Goodness, yes. And that's a transformational Hermit. So the Hermit is expert at also finding the answers within him or herself. Meditation. The Hermit frequently is pictured as a lone figure on a mountain that doesn't look hospitable at all, doesn't look like there's any plants growing there, it doesn't look like there's any life around him, but he has this lamp, and that leads his way. And I like that the lamp here is right at her core, right at her heart. So it's the light inside that sustains the Hermit. Like the Hermit is independent. The Hermit doesn't need anybody or anything, really, if it came down to that, because the Hermit is fed from within and lit up, in fact, from within. So that really fits with this 8 of Cups message, I think. And Knight of Coins, that's just, doing what you do on a daily basis, It can mean other things as well. Let me start clarifying and see if we get another meaning for that. We have the World card for the 8 of Cups and the 8 of Swords. In other words, you've accomplished quite a lot. There's been a completion of something. And it's a good completion. You should be proud. But now maybe attention is turned to the Eight of Swords. Like, okay, but what's next? The Eight of Cups, what's next for me? What do I need emotionally? What would bring me joy? And the Eight of Swords is, what barriers are there? You know, sometimes success can feel like its own cage, right? Sometimes it's difficult to take a step that you know would be emotionally fulfilling, but it feels like it's moving out of a safety zone here, or it feels like it's at odds with what I've always wanted in life. And I have it, and why would I go move in this direction? So this might be a soul searching time with that Eight of Cups and that Hermit. It really may be. Because it is what it is. You know, sometimes that which was all that we ever wanted, the desire of our heart, is achieved, and it's time for a new season. And that's all right. We're forever growing. We're forever becoming. I always feel like those who are most open to change and to the guidance of their higher selves are finding that they've lived many lives in one life by the time they get to the end of it. You know, they've done this, they've done that decade. There was always something new. So I wonder if there's something that is being birthed within you that feels like it's a new direction, and there might be a lot of reasons you feel why you can't move forward. But we know that you can. There might have been some things you've been through too. It's almost like I've worked so hard. I feel like it's like I've worked so hard. I've learned so much. And I'm now coming into calmer waters. And that's when maybe it was even that you took care of something that felt difficult, very difficult, but you did it. And now you're in calmer waters, and it's sort of like, okay, but what do I need emotionally? Maybe it's a spiritual journey you're on with that Eight of Cups and that Hermit. It might just be a spiritual journey. Was it? I think Jim Carrey said it, that he wishes everybody would get all that they wanted so they could understand that that wasn't all there is. So they could go through that. Sometimes it is a bit of a dark night of the soul, realizing, okay, that doesn't bring me the joy of the spirit. So the Hermit can have nothing and have joy and peace because he's lit up from within. So that is really interesting. I think your cards are saying something powerful here. Okay, so the Page of Wands and the Three of Wands. Okay, so you might have built something. You're kind of waiting for your ship to come in there too. With that Eight of Swords, it might be like, I'm just looking to make sure I'm not messing this up here. I can't move forward because I've invested some things here and I'm waiting for my ship to come in. It's not coming yet. I can't make it come in yet. Well, maybe the journey you're taking has not a lot to do with this. Okay. And the Ten of Wands, you might feel overburdened. You might be like carrying all these goals that you have, or priorities that you have. And I keep hearing almost like trapped in your own success. I keep hearing that. But you're not truly trapped. It's just a different time. Okay, so the Hermit clarified by the Six of Coins. Okay, and the Ace of Cups for the Knight of Coins. You find joy in giving, I think. I think you find joy in giving, and that maybe has you thinking a little bit more about, I feel like you're thinking more about a more spiritually led life. I do. Right. And with this Ace of Cups, like Source wants to bring you comfort, love, peace, and joy. You're going about your daily business, and you do that so well, and you've had some success here, and you look forward to having more success in the future, even though sometimes that feels overburdened. It feels burdening. But I think the answer is here. Ace of Coins and the Hermit and the Eight of Cups. I mean, Ace of Cups, Hermit, and Eight of Cups. I think the answer is there here, where it's not always about what you have to do. Sometimes it's about what you're willing to receive and what burdens and worries you're willing to surrender. Sometimes it's about that. I think meditation would be powerful for you, or even just getting out, getting away by yourself would be powerful for you. Even it, and you know, people think of meditation as something that's so serious. It's about joy. It is about joy. It is about opening your mind up to the joy, the love, self-love, for sure. And counting on Source to bring that. You know, sometimes it's helpful to listen to a song that is loving to you, or reflect, envision something, a situation that is a very beautiful place that you wish to be and Source wishes to give you. You know, sometimes, but meditation, yes, I know it does take something to cultivate, but it can be quite a joyful thing. There are guided meditations online that are really beautiful. So it's a giving to yourself is what this is. And then asking then for clarity from Source as well, just as a gift to you. Not that you've earned it, not that you've found it, not that you've figured it out. Gift. All right. Well, I hope that's helpful to you, pile number 2. I thank you so very much, and we'll see you next time. Welcome to your reading, pile number 3. Now you chose the Chicory. Chicory, the embodiment of the ancient vegetation goddess in times even before Celtic times. It can open doors to the unseen worlds, and it symbolizes perseverance, but also can be symbolizing waiting too long. So that's interesting. All right, well, that's a gift from your higher self today. Okay, so let us see what we have with the Van Gogh deck. We have the King of Coins. We have the 7 of Coins. All right, with the Kuromi deck, just for fun, we have the 5 of Cups and the 10 of Wands. All right. And with the Knight Waite, we have the 9 of Swords and the Page of Cups. Okay. And it looks like we don't have our major arcana yet, have we? Well, we will be clarifying here to see. And sometimes that's okay. Maybe there's not a lot moving and shaking in your world. But if there is, well, then we'll see what that's about. 7 of Coins. You know, that's that the harvest is rich, the worker is not satisfied kind of card. And it can mean, is there enough? It can mean some dissatisfaction with the nature of the work. It can mean there's something, yes, there's something not quite what the person wants there. And we have King of Coins, which is lovely. It's stability. It's stability of health and wealth. Usually it's people just hanging in there just fine, really. And then we have the 5 of Cups. So that's a little bit of feeling a loss or focusing on regrets or disappointment. And the 10 of Wands is feeling a little overburdened. The 9 of Swords is worry. The Page of Cups is emotion, okay? And we're usually encouraged to be childlike when we see that Page of Cups and have some joy. Okay, so I think that what I am seeing, when I said that maybe not a lot is going on, I practically heard some of you say, oh, right. So I'm kind of thinking that the rest of your reading is telling me some really significant things are happening. And maybe you are taking on a lot. Perhaps maybe you're worrying about a lot. Or there's just negative thoughts that are keeping you up. Let's see what we have here. I mean, things are basically stable with this King of Coins, King of Pentacles, but just because things are basically stable doesn't mean we don't worry or we don't have stress. So the Hermit clarifies those. Okay, so there's a spiritual answer. 10 of Coins. Yeah. Okay. 10 of Coins is, if you're worried about money, not enough money with that 7 of Coins, the 10 of Coins is a very good card to get because it may mean that money is coming. Abundance. It certainly does suggest stability. It's the generations card. So it can have something to do with the generations of our family as well. The Hermit is about answers coming from within. So I feel like you've got all of these very earthly concerns here, as we do. But the Hermit is there as the answer within. You know what I feel like? I feel like you are good at using your common sense. You're well grounded. And because of that, you do have stability in your life. But now this Hermit is the inner voice of your spirit, wanting to connect with spirit. Okay. So, and 5 of Cups, sometimes the thinking with these 3 cards, sometimes your thinking is really getting you down. Maybe there have been disappointments recently for sure with that 3 of Cups, the 3 cups spilled. And maybe you are stressed out because many responsibilities for sure. 2 of Coins, you sure do it well. You're able to balance your sources of security and everything you need to do, even if you're kind of overburdened, even if something recently has happened that's been quite an emotional disappointment, man, you still can balance. You can balance even when you worry. There's your major arcana. Well, we have the Hermit and we have the Fool. There's a new beginning. I know why you're looking for a reading today, because it seems to me like your higher self, your spirit, is wanting to talk to you through all of this other noise. And that's a good time to seek a reading. I feel like there might be a change in perspective that can really help. Certainly no catastrophizing, because King of Coins, 10 of Coins, 7 of Coins suggests to me there's no reason to make it like a catastrophe, whatever sadness or disappointment has been. Or even stress. Stress can start us feeling like, it can start us feeling like it's hard to sleep and things get to be really big because our bodies need rest from that, right? So really, if there is, with this Page of Cups, if there is a part of you that is coming out from under all that responsibility you tend to carry and says, I want to be delighted today. I want to have fun. I want to do what I want today. I want to feel what I want today. I want a new beginning. I want to believe in a new path forward that is good. Oh, some things may have changed recently, or it's just not working out, something with work perhaps, or your sources of security, that it's not working out the way that you had thought perhaps. Well, I think it might be time to, instead of worry, to envision a future that is very good in spite of all that, right? To maybe you needed to modify your vision a bit. But the Fool is a new beginning. Let me clarify it once more. Ace of Wands, look for your next opportunity. So this is look for delightful emotions or the passing fancy. Look for the passing fancy and allow yourself that if you can. A spiritual answer, yes, but I feel like you're so rooted in some real purposeful behavior and just some very security enhancing kinds of routines or facts about your life, that it's a little tough to just, and you are busy, it's a little tough to just separate yourself, to get in touch with your spirit. So I'm thinking that your spirit may get in touch with you with this Page of Cups. Like you might get a little fanciful thought like, I wonder about this. What about that? I dare you. It's like, I dare you to look forward. Not at the 3 cups that are on the ground, but the 2 cups that are rising. I dare you to consider what's good today and paint a picture of your future in which more good things come in. And take the next thing that seems interesting to you or pleasant to you. Go ahead and take that invitation. I feel like Source, when something doesn't go the way we wanted it to, or when we're worried, or when we're stressed, I feel like we think we have to hunker down and work harder, or we have to kind of hunker down, figure it out. We have to do more, but we don't know what, right? With the 9 of Swords. So I think this is telling me, no, sometimes what you need to do is look at the blessings that are still here with the 2 of Cups. Enjoy those. Enjoy the abundance. Enjoy the present moment, and disconnect from the worry. And say, today, I'm going to assume good things are coming in, and I'm going to think about what those good things will be. And I'm going to allow myself to enjoy myself. That's what I'm seeing here. I hope that's helpful, pile number 3. I thank you so much for joining me. Take care. Bye-bye.